told you they weren't good. They've only shot down one aircraft and ought to be patrolling Liberia. Well, how's history memory? Where is Liberia? Where were the Germans in North Africa? I think you get the idea.
Far away from the actual front there, so hard to shoot down enemies where they're not around.
Yeah, but it turns out, even though they had said that to them, a hearing in Washington found out the 99th bombs on target was the same as everybody else, only been there a short time, continued. And they moved out of North Africa into Sicily, out of Sicily into Italy. As they moved into Italy, the 332nd Fighter Group, the other three single-engine fighter squadrons, we went directly to Italy. But amazing, although we were also combat ready in the P-40, they said, oh, you are going to do some patrol work. We switched to P-39 Bel Air Cobra, but still left training in Michigan on schedule, landing at the same time 99th was moving out of into Italy. We landed directly in Italy with the P-39, so they're flying the P-40 interdiction and ground support. 332nd Fighter Group was flying the P-39 coastal patrol up to the Anzio beachhead. But it was over the Anzio beachhead that 99th pilots, and I would say a bit of integration went overseas, because when they were attached to the 79th, I think, in his fighter group, Colonel Bates was just glad to have more pilots and more aircraft. So over the Anzio beachhead, in 8-day time frame, the 99 shot down several German aircraft. So it was a matter of opportunity. But that's not where the story ends. For the 332nd Fighter Group, we were only there for about 3 months, and it turns out we thought we had enough guns on our B-17s and B-24s to protect them from the German Air Force. Wasn't the case. Sometimes 12 bombers go out and only 6 come home. 10 American lives times 6, that had to change.
Yeah.
They put 4 fighter groups from 12th Tactical Air Force to move to 15th Strategic Air Force and begin escorting our B-17s and B-24s. 332nd was one of those 4 groups picked. P-40, we were flying the P-39, not an interceptor by any measure, and we switched to P-47 Thunderbolt in combat. And I say that because we need to recognize the work that our mechanics did in making our flying possible, because there wasn't any time to go to school and do a thing. Now today, you don't get anything like that without going to a school and lots of training. But in combat, you read the tech order. I used to say, if the crew chief can start it, I can fly it.
Okay. So you're over northern Italy escorting these bombers, B-17s and B-24s. And one day comes to mind here, August 23rd, 1944. Can you recount the events of that day?
Well, one of the things that, and I might have to say here that B.O. Davis Jr., who had wanted to be a pilot when he graduated from West Point in 1936 and was denied because they said, we have no black mechanics.